to the show. It's Dolls Diaries, where we talk the game, no need for mysteries. Miami Dolphins, Miami Heat, so sweet. Sports talk every day keeps you on your feet.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to Dolls Diaries. Elephant in the room, my voice. We're 80% back. This is the sultry version of Dolls Diaries. And I am so excited to have Lisa and Aimee on tonight. Girls, welcome.
Yay, thank you so much. It's an honor to be on your show. We love you, and thank you so much for reaching out and having us on. It's awesome. Yay.
We're super excited.
No, it's so nerve-wracking to like DM somebody and ask them to come on your show, because obviously you could be rejected. So I really appreciate you girls coming on. So to get it started, because I love that you guys are sisters and you have like this whole Dolphins thing together. My sister doesn't watch sports. So how did you guys get into the Dolphins? Like how did you get here?
Our parents were diehard fans. So we were everyone always asked, when did you become a Dolphins fan? And I always said at conception, because they were both diehards. They had they were season ticket holders. I think they got season tickets in 1970. So they went through the 72 season. And I'm going to tell this story. No one knows this story. I haven't said this story. I haven't told this story on any podcast or anything, but they had 2 tickets for years. So in 1972, they were at the Orange Bowl when Bob Greasy went down, when he broke his ankle. So at that time, which I learned later, I was probably I think I was 5. So my dad turned to my mom and said, "There goes the season," to my mom when Bob Greasy went down. So we always had this inside joke, because obviously we went on and we were 17-0. So ever since then, whenever my dad would say, "There goes the bowl game," and my dad was very optimistic. But I would "Thank you, Dad. Yay, we're going to win. We're going to win." Because whenever he said that, we knew. And it was always true. If he ever said that, we won. But anyway, diehards, my dad would go to the airport, greet the team.
In the 70s.
Yeah.
Starting early on, he would do that.
Yeah. So
when you were allowed to, they do that now. Yeah.
Yeah, but he was even there when Don Shula, when the team came back and he made the speech, after we won, holding up the trophy. He would camp out to get playoff tickets. I remember once, because back then you couldn't just get playoff tickets. You actually had to go to a Ticketmaster or something like that and stand in line to get tickets. So I remember waiting in line for 16 hours, and we didn't care. We were just so excited.
Like a Taylor Swift concert.
Yeah, we were just so excited. We were so excited to get the tickets and to be able to go. So after years, I don't remember exactly how many, maybe they had them for 7, 8, 9 years. And then we're a family of 5. We have a brother, Scott, as well. So they decided to give up the season tickets, and we would go to 4 or 5 games a year and all the playoffs, so that the whole family could go, not just 2 people.
Yeah.
So it's deep in our blood. My dad would take, he would do all the stats, and I'm a numbers person. So when I was little, I was 6 or 7, and throughout elementary school, I would have a list of the players. I would write Bob Greasy, Larry Zonka, Mercury Morris, Jim Mandich, and I would keep their stats
I remember
Every-
that. I remember
every
watching her do
game.
that every game.
Dedication.
Yeah, she was dedicated from the get-go. Yeah.
So my parents, I guess, as positive reinforcement, they would say, "Oh, how many yards does Larry Zonka have?" And I would say, "Oh, he has 5. He has 5 carries for 42 yards or whatever." Because going back again, back then they didn't constantly have the stats running through like we have now. So I was like Mary Martinez. Well, Mary Crippen now, she has Statman Stan, I think his name is, from her class. So
Yeah.
I was
Right.
I was the stats person.
Yeah.
Do you still do it? Do you still keep the stats?
In my head. But I really don't need to. Like,
Yeah.
because we have them. But believe it or not, my dad, up until his last days, he sent me the stats. He would do it for the Canes and the
Yeah.
Dolphins, like sending it to me. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's another subject, but yeah. So
I
it's
love-
deep within our blood. I mean, it's they're family to me. So like when we lose, like everybody else, it just like it hurts so bad. But then my positive side, my optimism, I never give up. Like I know people out there, you guys, hi, you're gonna think I'm insane, but I'm still grasping for that. Come on, Denver, lose
A
2.
little glimmer of hope that we're
Yeah.
gonna make it to the playoffs.
I can't, I don't have it in me to ever give up.
No.
Like I don't. And as long as there's no matter how small it is,
We cling
that
on to
glimmer,
that.
yeah.
We cling on to it. Yeah.
I would say, yeah, I feel like I've never seen you post like a negative view or
Oh, no.
like
You will.
you always find the positive spin. I've just never seen
Mhm.
the negative from you. But my question is, Aimee,
Yeah.
if she was stats, what were you?
The cheerleader. I was just always cheering them on. I'm an eternal optimist as well. We're the same in that I'm an extremely positive person. And I was always a cheerleader my whole life, starting back at K-Land when I was little and going all the way through high school and college. I was always a cheerleader. So I'm always the one cheering, always like, come on, let's go, cheering Dolphins on. So yeah, I'm just the ultimate cheerleader and always positive, always rooting them on. Yeah.
I love that because I like to think I get compared, me and Marissa Marino get compared a lot because we look similar with the glasses and the brown hair. And she's the stat one between us. I'm more of like a wing it. I want to talk about it. And she's the stat girl. So I was wondering if you guys have a similar dynamic going on. Because it's hard to, me and numbers aren't friends. Never
Me
will.
too. I'm with you, girl. I'm with you. Yeah. Me neither. Yeah.
And I love all of Marissa's stats. I love her stats flowing through. Those stats, I love looking at them.
She's phenomenal with it. And whenever I have her on, I'm like, listen, you're the stats. You tell me the stats on my own podcast because I will forget them the minute I read them.
Yeah. Yeah. And when we're at the games, like Lisa she'll know everything about every single player, anything you want to know. All the people next to us, they'll ask Lisa, like, what happened with this? What's going on with that? Da, da, da. Like, and before they even call the penalty or the play, she'll call it out. She'll know what it's going to be. And she has this intuition too, this psychic ability, like, oh, he's going to fumble or there's going to be an interception. And it happens. I'm like, how did you know that?
Yeah, like yesterday before the Kohu interception, I don't know. I don't know what it is, but there was the guy that sits next to us. He brought his grandson yesterday. Usually he comes with his wife, and his name's Aiden. And I said, Aiden, we're getting an interception. This drive watch, we're getting an interception. And boom, we got it.
Oh my God. Were you there at the game? Yes.
No.
Were you at the game yesterday?
I'm in Philly. And I didn't get to make it down for any game this year, but I have goals, and I have goals to tailgate with you guys because I think you guys hang out with like Del Freaky's tailgate, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, we're at the best tailgate at the Hard Rock Stadium. The best.
I have seen videos, and I'm like, I need to be there.
Yes.
You guys,
That's awesome.
Those videos are off the chain.
Lisa, I think I saw a picture of
We have
like
the
a
most
video of
famous
you
people
doing
coming.
shots on a ski thing, and I was like, Lisa gets down with shots.
Yes, on the shot ski.
Oh my God.
Yes. There's a guy named Rolly who takes incredible
Oh,
videos.
he's awesome. Yeah, shout out to you, Rolly.
Yeah, he's amazing. And then we have, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of the Boys of 98. It's a YouTube, they're YouTubers, vloggers. They go around
I
to
saw the
all of
video.
the different, you saw who?
I saw the video.
You saw the video? Oh, okay. So they came over to us. I mean, we've had Sam Brock from Channel 6. We've had Justin from Justin Pugh came. I mean, everybody gravitates over to our section because they know that's where the party's at.
Yeah.
Ronnie Brown was there yesterday.
So nice.
Yeah.
In Richmond,
How was that? Did you guys know?
Meeting
Did you
Ronnie
guys
Brown?
know he was coming? Because I feel like I don't know if I
No.
would recognize him off the street. Like, who was the first person that was like, "Oh my God, wait, that's actually Ronnie Brown"?
Jason.
Yeah, Jason Seal. He said,
He's
because
like,
we were talking to
Yeah.
Jason, and he goes, "Oh, look,
that's Ronnie Brown right there. So we all went over to him.
Yeah,
And we're like, hey, what's up? Can we get a picture with you? And we're talking with him. He could not have been nicer.
Yeah.
Such a nice guy. Yeah.
we met him.
I saw the pictures and I was like, "What the hell?"
Yeah.
Cameron Wake was at a game earlier in the year, I believe.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So
we
jealous.
love Cameron.
Yeah.
Wake.
I mean, and you have families. That family that came over yesterday that posted the picture with the 2 daughters and the wife.
Yeah,
They came over. I'm sorry for the name escapes me right now, but
Aaron, I think.
they came over and they were so nice.
Yeah.
He reminded me of Arnold Schwarzenegger, the father, with his 2 beautiful daughters and wife. And yeah, they're like, we had to come over and meet Lisa. We follow her on Twitter. She's always so positive. Thank you so much. You cannot believe the amount of people that come over to her and just stop to thank her for what she's doing and how they've inspired her through, like, this one guy said, he just lost his uncle, I think, to cancer. And yeah, there's just so many people that come up and say thank you.
I have to keep my sunglasses on, like, now that, I mean, my eyes just like,
Well up,
Right.
yeah.
yeah,
'cause
it's
very
just,
emotional.
it's so overwhelming. I mean, it touches my heart beyond belief, and I'm so grateful to everyone because I'm only in the situation I'm in because of people like you. I mean, it's incredible, it's extraordinary, and we make a great team. You do see some negativity, but I think for the most part, we have such a passionate, amazing fan base. And of course, the sadness and the way we feel is part of loving the team so much. That's why we're like that. If we didn't care, we wouldn't be like that. People wouldn't have all their feelings. But it's just normal. It's like if your kid comes home from school with a bad grade, you're not going to be like, "Oh, way to go, good job." Yeah, no, you want them to do better.
No,
But
I'll
you should
say,
see yesterday.
go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. Oh,
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say about the game yesterday. Oh my God, the stadium was electrified.
Yes, it
Oh
was.
my God! After we started winning, and we got that touchdown, that interception, everybody, they were on their feet. They did not get sit back down because they were pumped up.
It was electric yesterday.
It was unbelievable.
Yeah.
We're like,
That's
yes, this is the team
you
that
guys
we know and love.
You guys are season ticket holders, right? So I assume you sit in the same section every time. Last home game, last home game of the season, I was going to ask you, what was the crowd like? How was everybody? I mean, I assume that it was a packed house because it's the last home game, and we won.
Yeah. Well, there were a lot of 49er fans. There were a lot of
there
49er fans.
Oh.
But it was electrifying. I mean, there was, there was field goal after field goal after, but then when we got that interception and then the touchdown, and we were everybody was on their feet. People were staying like an hour after the game ended just to talk. And
no one wanted to leave.
Yeah.
There were people crying. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's emotional because it's the. I mean,
Yeah,
I
and
was
it's the
one of them.
camaraderie that you get with the fans that are sitting next to you for all those games, and you built a connection and a friendship with these people. And
Yeah, they become your family. You know,
Yeah.
you really have a connection with all these
yeah,
people.
you get
and
really close, and you're like,
Yeah.
oh my God, we're not going to see you for like. But then we're like, oh, come to the DCC on February 22nd. We'll see you then.
Yeah.
So hopefully, you know, a lot of these people will come to the DCC because it's at the Hard Rock. You're going to see a lot of the Dolphin players. Hey, why not? Come on out.
Yes,
Participate. Join.
we're going to talk about that today because that's like a huge thing too.
Yeah.
But so speaking of the game, I live tweet a lot during games. It's kind of my thing because I can't be there. And so I found Twitter
Right.
as a way. I was tired of sitting in my living room by myself and having no one to talk to. So I found Twitter and I would live tweet during the games. So, and people would respond. And I kind of felt like a sense of community in a way, just so that I wasn't talking to myself.
Yeah.
Who would I tweeted that I think Devon Achane he's my MVP of the season. I think that he is having he's like my sunshine on the like he is my positive week in week out that I can count on. I give him all my flowers. Who do you guys? I'm not gonna say MVP, but who do you give? Like if you had a bouquet of flowers and you could give it to one player on our team for the year, who are you giving your flowers to?
I would have to give it to Achane. I mean, he's phenomenal. Like today, I was tweeting out Young King. I mean, the guy's amazing. He's not just. He is one of the best players, in my opinion, in the NFL right now. I mean, he's playing phenomenal. He's doing everything. I mean, he's unbelievable.
It's on fire. He is the man. Yes. Achane.
He's incredible. I mean, he's playing out of his mind.
He's literally our leading receiver. And I mean, he's so reliable.
Yeah.
I like him. He's just great.
And this is just year 2 for him. Year 2 up.
Yes.
For Achane. I mean, the guy's incredible. And Chop.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, Chop.
We were like, woo! We were so happy when he did that sound.
Do you guys in the stands do it? Because I saw the video of stadium do it.
Okay, go that way. Ready? Go.
I mean,
they're like, you practice, like the people around us are like, oh yeah.
That he is, wow. He has been playing great.
Yeah.
And I met somebody at a Canes game. She's his dentist in Philly. I think he's right. Isn't he from? Didn't he went to Penn State?
And he has connections in Philly. Yes.
Right. So she was talking about him, and she was just raving about him, not just as a player, but as a human, and what an amazing guy he is, and just so humble and down to earth, and just that made me love him even more. I mean, remember during the draft with his what's that drink that the kids drink?
Zach Sealer.
He said,
what?
Beast Mike says Achane's been excellent, but I'll pick Zach Sealer, who's having an excellent year with his.
Zach. 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 Sorry, Zach.
Yeah.
Zach. Yeah. I mean, we do that. We have a lot of good players on the team and a lot of leadership. Like look at Calais Campbell and Armstead. I think these players have kept us on track. And of course, the one leading the charge is Tua. I mean, I love Tua. I don't know about, but I love Tua. I think his ceiling is he's just going to continue to improve.
Improve.
Yeah. he's shown that. And I just think he's going to continue to get better and better and better. Mm-hmm. And hopefully, we can.
Zach has 8.5 sacks this year.
Yeah, he's a monster. Yeah, mm-hmm. Zach Sealer's incredible.
Yep.
Yeah, phenomenal. Mm-hmm. We love you, Ashley.
What's
Ash, 305 Sports Babe.
up?
No, that's William, 305 Sports Now.
No.
Oh,
right,
I thought.
right.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I
William.
yeah.
He's another podcast. He's so nice, and he actually specializes in the Canes. He does a lot
Oh,
of
okay.
Okay. All right. Go Canes.
Yeah, go
he's
Canes.
huge with the Canes.
Love the
Do
Canes.
you guys go to the Canes games too?
Yeah. Well, she doesn't.
I don't.
Yeah,
It's
I
just-
try to get her to go, but yeah. Growing up, my dad, he
Yeah,
went to undergrad and law school at UM. He had season tickets for the Canes since 1952. Our parents' second date was a Canes game, and they had season tickets. That was it.
Yeah.
They had
We were on
Well,
the
they-
50-yard line for years, right?
yeah, like not
Nice.
yeah, like
Yeah.
like
Yes,
the 40,
the Orange Bowl,
but
yeah.
but it was Canes Saturday, Dolphins Sunday, back to back,
Mhm.
and
I love
and my brother's a diehard Cane and Dolphins fan
Yeah,
as
and
well.
for a period of time, my entire family, me, my sister, my brother, my mom, my dad, we all worked at the University of Miami collectively. And then, so they did a story inside UM, did a story about our family, how collectively we had 120 years of working there. Yeah, between all of us together. Yeah.
That's incredible.
Because
didn't know
I
that.
worked at the Diabetes Research Institute. She's still there in grants and administration. My brother's in development and alumni. My dad was the assistant vice president for medical affairs. My mom was in human resources. So we were all there at the same
That's
time.
awesome. I didn't know that. That's awesome.
For years and years and years. Yeah.
I wish your family would have adopted me. My family are Steelers fans. I'm the only Dolphins
Oh.
fan. And so the only Dolphin games I would go to were when the Dolphins played the Steelers. Then my dad would be like, "Oh, now we can go." And they would all be decked out in Steelers gear, and I'd be the lone Dolphin gear girl. So your
That was
family is
brave.
that.
Brave.
Oh,
I told you how strong you are. I always tell you how strong you are. So to be able to do that, to go into that stadium like that, wow,
Well,
that takes a lot of guts.
it's so people don't know. Lisa is. I call you like my angel because when my dad died, Lisa privately reached out to me, and I think every day for that month, you messaged me, you encouraged me, and I was a wreck. I don't think I appreciated it. I probably didn't say thank you. I was like in a deep
Yes, you
depression
did.
for months. Yeah, but I was in like a deep depression for months. But like you,
Rightfully
were just,
so, though.
Yeah.
Rightfully so.
but you didn't know me from Adam, and you were just like the kind of soul just to be like
Aw.
encouraging words, and it really helped me get through it. And I
Aw.
don't know if I ever like thanked you appropriately, but just privately, you were just like a shining light to me, and it was
Aw.
super.
That's so sweet.
I'm so appreciative of it, because I think that when people have hard times, who's around them, it really shines, and
Yeah.
you're true.
Yeah.
And you were amazing to me when I was in my darkest hour. So I'm
That's really sweet
forever
to say.
Yeah.
not to make you cry.
I'm so happy that in your darkest times, that even if I was like a tiny help, for me, it wasn't about you ever even responding, even though you did and you were appreciative, but that wasn't even the point. The point was just to let you know that you weren't alone, and however you're feeling, or anybody going through a difficult time, it's normal. And just trying to do that, to encourage you. And I mean, you're so strong, you kept going for your kids. And I mean, I have the utmost respect for you, and you can get through any obstacle, hurdle, or whatever that life throws at you. There's no doubt about it. And
I appreciate that.
of course,
Mhm.
I'll give you a funny, but I will
You
give you a
touched
funny
my
story about the Steelers. Is that my dad got my oldest two kids hooked. They're Steeler fans. I got the youngest,
Ah,
but we live in Philly, so every summer I would take them. We would hike out to Pittsburgh and go to the Steelers. They had a youth camp, and a bunch of like current and former players go, and they have like flag football, and they do this camp. And so we would go out there every year. And my dad, my brothers, they're all Steelered out. I would show up with a Dolphins tent, a Dolphins chair, full Dolphins gear, and I would sit on the edge.
Love it.
I would sit on the edge in Steeler country. I would banter with the players would come over and boo me, and like me and the players would go at it, and
Oh my God.
it was so fun. And they're a very nice fan
That's
base,
awesome.
but it was like my dad was like, she's my biggest disappointment. Like we were just like this great banter.
Oh,
Like
Oh
he's like
my
I
God,
cried
that's
owner, and it was like great memories for the kids too, because they got a little extra. Like the players would come over and be like, "Is that your mom over there in like a Dolphins jersey, like
and all
sitting
the
in
Dolphins gear.
the Pittsburgh
Yeah.
Steelers camp?" And it was just like, but those are like
That's
the
awesome.
things that I think of now, like the memories I think of now of like
Yeah.
it was like a whole family
Right.
excursion. You guys would go to the Dolphin games. I would go fight Pittsburgh Steeler fans on a sideline of a kids camp.
God.
Oh my
That's-
God.
That's
Wow.
awesome.
That's
I
was-
love that. I love that
but it
so
was-
much.
I have photographs. I'll have
Oh
to
my
find them.
God.
That's
someday
great.
and
That's
post
great.
them. Oh, they would heckle me. I think the one like it was just all in good fun though. But
That's
Yeah.
dedication. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
good for
I
you
love
for
that,
standing
yeah.
your ground and remaining
Yeah.
a true
I-
diehard Dolphin fan.
See,
That's
I knew
loyalty,
it. I
baby.
knew it. Yeah.
You go.
I
That's
had to
girl.
let them know.
Kudos to
I was
you.
like,
Yes.
I may be in
Yeah,
Pittsburgh.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
I love that.
So I want to talk to you,
Yeah.
Lisa, about your.
I mean,
This is your year. You are the Dolphins 2024 Fan of the Year. So we were all gunning for you in the off season. I mean, I think that I'm not surprised because I don't think I saw anybody not rooting for you. But what was that like when you finally got the call or the email, or how did you find out? What was that process?
You didn't hear my screams across the country in Pittsburgh, in Philly? You didn't hear those screams. You had to.
I heard a little
Oh,
yell. I wasn't sure.
So what happened was the week they announced it on November 3rd on the field at a watch party, a picnic
For
that
the
they
Bills.
had for the Bills game on November 3rd. But the Monday prior, someone from the Dolphins reached out to me and asked me if I was going to be going to the watch party, and I said, of course. What kind of question is that?
Duh.
duh.
Yeah.
I'm going to be there. I said always. But they reach out to me for different things, like to do videos for the DCC or whatever. So it didn't register.
Yeah.
Even though for like 2.5 years, people have been telling me, I want you to win the Fan of the Year. I'm nominating you. You're going to win. But it didn't register. Like I just.
She's very humble. She's not someone who goes out and is like, vote for me. No, she's not like that. No.
So
People tell her that, and she's just very touched by that.
yeah. So I'm like, and I honestly, I mean, I don't have to say honestly, but this is the way I feel. I would never be in this predicament without all of you guys out there with what you just said. I mean, it truly is all of us. I might be the one posting something or riding a bike or posting a video, whatever. But if my videos didn't receive any attention, then where am I? I'm not on this show. I'm just someone, whatever. So that's why I always say that it's all of us, and I could never do anything by myself. No one can. It takes all of us. But anyway, so then that week they reached out to me a couple more times to make sure I was going to go. And they said because they were doing a new promo video for the Dolphins Cancer Challenge
During halftime at that game.
at the game, and we want to videotape, and we're featuring you in it, and we want to film you while
Watching
you're
it.
looking at the jumbo. And
Okay.
so I'm like, okay, cool, that's awesome. You know, thank you so much. That's, you know, I'm gonna be featured with the DCC, which is awesome. I mean, and like I said, it wasn't anything out of the ordinary, because I had 10 years ago I was on CBS, so it's been a thing throughout the year. So I didn't think, oh my God, I'm gonna win Fan of the Year. No. So then we get there, and it's awesome. They have this beautiful picnic on the field, and I gotta say, I mean, to me, I was telling her yesterday, I said the Dolphins do a lot for us. Number one, I'm going off on a little tangent, but just the way the stadium is and everything that they offer at the stadium is amazing. They during COVID, what they did, all the money that Stephen Ross puts into the stadium. I mean, to me, it's incredible. So anyway, so then we're at the picnic, and they come over, Javier Sanchez, who's the executive director of the DCC, and Ebony, who's one of the manager of communications at the DCC, who they're incredible.
Phenomenal,
They're
phenomenal.
extraordinary. They're like a family. I can't say enough good things about them. They are extraordinary.
Yeah, class
So-
act, great.
So then they come up to me and they say, we're going to grab you at halftime so we can show the video. And I said, okay. So we were talking to them for like 10 minutes. And then, okay, so then
Taking a few pictures. We took a couple pictures before.
right.
Yeah.
And then they grabbed me at halftime, and they told Aimee, you come with us too.
Mhm.
So then we're talking to Javier for like 5 minutes. We're talking about the Canes. We're talking about the Dolphins. And I said, we're going to go on a winning streak, you know. And,
Blah, blah, blah. And they put the thing on the Jumbotron.
so she wants me to hurry
yeah,
up.
she's like, hey,
She's like, hurry up.
let's go. Get to the point. The
So-
viewers are waiting.
So then they put up
Her video, a video of her, all about Lisa and what she's done throughout the years.
throughout the 14 years that I had been participating. No, this is year 14, but whatever. So then I'm looking and I'm crying, and then
Javier comes.
Javier.
You hear it on the Jumbotron and over the loudspeaker in the Hard Rock Stadium. You hear it. And that's why the Miami Dolphins have.
And that's why Lisa
Lisa
Siegel is
the
our Miami Dolphins 2024 Fan of the Year. And he pulls this out, and I almost fainted.
And I screamed so loud. And I'm sure everybody's
I actually thought I was gonna faint, like
she
from
went
disbelief.
back
Yeah,
and,
I was like,
fell
what?
to the ground.
I think I grabbed my head. I rolled backwards. I think I did a backwards somersault. I don't know, but I was like crying, and she was screaming at the top of her lungs.
Loud. It went
like-
on and on and on and on. Somebody was videotaping, so that was like
Aaron,
the whole
last week.
reaction was all
Oh,
over
yeah,
the internet. Yeah.
It was insane.
Yeah. And then these two girls came over and brought these enormous Super Bowl tickets. You know, these huge Super Bowl tickets. We're like, and you're going to the Super Bowl. We're like,
That's all. I saw parts of the video. I think I saw parts of the video, but I was like, I wonder if she knew beforehand that she was getting it, or I love how sneaky they tried to be. I love the sneaky.
Very
Yeah.
sneaky. Very sneaky.
They are.
They
yeah,
tried
they
to get
are
you,
so-
and they did.
Yeah,
They
I
surprised
was.
the hell out of her.
Yeah, I was shocked. Shocked.
Shocked.
Because you can have 1 million people telling you you're going to win something, but you know, there's so many amazing
so many
Dolphins
Dolphin
fans.
fans, yeah.
I mean, all around the world.
Doing
I know.
great things.
I mean,
So-
doing amazing things.
Yeah.
There's so many people doing awesome things
Yeah.
every single day. So I'm like, you know, that I would tell her all the time, like, people were going through wherever the tailgate, the stadium, and people were like, you're gonna win this year, you're gonna win. And I told them, you know, I go, maybe I have like a 2%.
Yeah, she always kept telling me, "Oh my God, I have like the smallest chance at like a 2% chance." I'm like, "Girl, you have a bigger chance." I mean, with so many people constantly coming up to us, stopping us, "I voted for you. I voted for you." They'll post it on Twitter. I'm like, "I think you have a better chance than 2% chance."
Yeah,
I
that's what she
really
said.
felt I really felt the push for you this off season. I would have been shocked if you didn't get it. I really feel like this off season there was a huge push for you, especially on Twitter.
Yeah, especially after her being on CBS about, you know, about the whole Jalen Phillips story and him giving her a shout out on CBS.
Posting Jalen Phillips every single, like, you didn't
I
miss a
love
day.
Jalen Phillips.
That's her idol. That's her, like, yeah.
I feel like
love
he's like my nephew. I compare him. He's the
Yeah.
same age as her kids, and that guy,
Well,
he's the same age.
He's 20.
I would be shocked, like, if he didn't come over for family dinners. Like, I just feel like you two.
Oh, we're gonna invite him.
I mean, he is such an inspiration.
So nice.
He's
Such a nice, humble guy. Yeah, and he does so much in the community.
Yeah, he's
Oh my
amazing.
God.
He
He
was
does
at
so
the
much.
DCC last year, like 7 weeks, I think it was, after he tore his Achilles.
Yeah.
I mean, it just like
A genetic freak.
amazing.
Putting medals on people when
Yeah.
they pass through the finish line at the DCC. I mean, he's out there, hands on, doing podcasts. That little kid that was on there that had cancer.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
He just does so many.
He does
He
so much.
is like what I say 1 in a million, but now they say 1 of 1. The guy is just in a class by himself. He's amazing. I got to give a shout out. You see, I'm wearing a 15 jersey, right?
For Jalen.
Can you see it?
Yeah.
So this shout out to Miami Ways official. If anyone wants merchandise, it's Miami and it's Ways, WAYZ official. They're on Instagram. But so they are so amazing, so nice. So just a chance encounter at one of the games. He randomly came up to me and
The cheetah.
he had cheetah jerseys.
Yeah. Just
And
like,
he sells them. I mean, his company
the
sells
cheetah
them.
print all over.
And he said, "Lisa, I love what you do in the community. You're amazing, and we want to give you one of these jerseys." And I'm like, "Oh my God, thank you so much."
Yeah.
And then like a month ago, he said, "Lisa," he sent me a message through IG, and he said, "We want to give you a custom made jersey. What do you want?" And this one on the back, I don't know if you can see
So it's
it.
FOTY.
Oh, I love
Let's
that.
turn around more. Yeah.
So
He asked, "What's your favorite?" Who's your
he
favorite
said,
player?
"What color do you want? What
Who's your
number?"
favorite player? Yeah.
So of course I picked Jalen, and they gave it to me yesterday. I mean, it's
They filmed her opening it, and it was amazing.
yeah. So those guys,
They're great.
they're like, it's like I said, you become like a family, and I'm just so grateful, and I'm so grateful to all of you out there. I'm grateful to for you having us on. You guys touch my heart. You say I inspire you, but you inspire me. You push me. I mean, sometimes like maybe I don't want to ride, and I think of all the people reaching out to me, like a few times a week, people telling me about a relative or they themselves were just diagnosed with cancer. So I can't stop. That pushes me, that inspires me. We have to do more, and collectively we are doing more, but I cannot ever emphasize enough how full of gratitude I am to all of you out there. I mean, because that's what it's all about. It's about what
Love you.
yeah.
Oh,
It's
Bearded,
just-
another great human.
Love you.
I love what you do, and I love the Dolphins community because like I said, I found it on Twitter, and even though people can be feral and crazy, the sense of community there's more good people than bad.
There really is.
It's really a family. I mean, I haven't met most of you in person, and I feel like I know you. Like I feel I'm like, no, that's my friend.
Yeah.
Genuinely.
If you went
And-
to the stadium, people would recognize you. They would
Yeah.
come up to you. They'd be like, "Oh my God, Dad! Yeah, hey."
And my plan was to come to a game this year, but then everything happened with my dad. So my goal is to come down next year. I will be down next year, and I want
Oh yeah,
full tailgate
you will be
experience.
partying with us in East 12,
I need-
baby.
Yeah.
I
You'll be-
need,
yeah.
I need the full experience from everybody. I want to like,
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we
I
will
wanna
get you
go.
the full experience. Yeah,
and I just want to meet people.
Yeah.
And like, there's so many of you, like you guys, like I just want to like hug people and just be like, thank you for being a friend.
Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And it's
Yeah,
just,
you gotta
it's-
get there like 6 hours before the game, like we
Yeah.
yeah. What time do
Yeah.
you guys
Yeah.
start tailgating?
As soon
Like, if the
as
game's at
the
one.
game's open.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
The game-
we'll get there at 9.
9 a.m.
Yeah.
9 a.m. for a 1
Yeah.
o'clock game.
Yeah.
So
And-
we get about 25,000 steps that day.
Yeah, we want to experience every single, whatever we can. And,
Yeah.
they're so welcoming. Like,
Oh
Ashley,
yeah, everybody. And not just in East 12, like all
Yeah, no,
over,
all
like
over the place.
everybody,
Yeah,
everybody.
Yeah.
You're wearing a Dolphin jersey, you're getting love.
yeah,
Anything Dolphins on you, you're getting some love.
yeah.
Yeah.
And some people, everyone is welcome.
Yeah.
Like yesterday, the fan of the year, Sophie
For the 49ers.
for the 49ers was there. And,
Yeah.
everyone's welcome in. So
Yeah.
so like Doll Freaky, she has her freaky juice, and her Jared, her husband,
I've
he's her
heard-
Doll Freaky
Do
security.
you guys drink her freaky juice? Because I've heard that is strong.
I
Yeah. I have.
maybe I did a couple years
Freaky
ago.
juice is where it's at. You gotta try some freaky juice.
Yeah.
Especially
So-
made by the Allie and Jared.
So yeah,
I
it's
love
a blast.
I
Yeah,
want to go because like the Eagles, probably the worst fans that you go to tailgate wise of the opposing team. Oh, they're not welcoming. Like they do not want you at their tailgate. So I always joke that I'm like, yeah, the Dolphins tailgate seems so much nicer and friendlier. No. Pittsburgh tailgate, they're nice. They're very nice people, but the Eagles tailgate is horrible. The MetLife takeover is such a fun time in our section, like in the MetLife takeover section with the Jets.
Yeah.
That's kind of like the closest I get.
Right.
I'm not going this year because it's going to be 19 degrees and it'll do well. I don't do well in the cold.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
but
No.
moving on to that, tell me about your cancer challenge. How did you get started with this? And then just tell people about it and how they can join or donate, because I know it's coming up.
February
it's-
22nd.
Right.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
around the corner.
So what happened? As Aimee said, I work at So back when it started in 2010, they were having a huge bake sale, and I asked them what's going on, and they said we're raising money for Dolphins Cycling Challenge. That's what was called back then. Now it's called the Dolphins Cancer Challenge. But anyway, so they said it's in 3 weeks and you have to raise $1,500. So I'm like, or maybe it was 2 weeks away. So they said, but you can, they said it's really too late for you to register now, but they invited me to, back then it was 2 days, and they invited me to go on day 2 at Hard Rock Stadium. So I was there, and it was, I think they raised like $500,000 or $600,000. And so back then I also was doing the MS ride and diabetes and other things.
Alzheimer's walk.
So once I found out, because this was for Jim Mandich, he played for the Dolphins in 1972, and he got sick, bile duct cancer, and he was treated at Sylvester Comprehensive Cancer Center, which is the cancer center, National Cancer Institute designated cancer center, which is part of the University of Miami Health System. So anyway, I told myself, okay, this is it. but my dad lost all his uncles and his father to cancer. And both our grandparents had cancer, passed away from cancer. And our aunt is a breast cancer survivor. And
our mom passed away 3 years ago from cancer as well.
So that
at 80, very young 80. She was like a 40-year-old and 80-year-old body. Yeah.
The most amazing. I mean, I love her. You know, we are blessed to have the parents that we have. And I say have because they'll always be our parents. They might not physically be on this earth, but I can guarantee you they're with us, protecting us, looking over for us. And that's just not for us. That's for you and for anybody that has lost, you know, someone significant in your life, whether it's your parent or anybody.
Yeah.
So once that happened, and let me tell you, my mom, she would, and my dad too, but just blessed. But my mom, she would check my website and she would say, they call me TT. She goes, TT, you got a donation. You got a donation. I'm talking about, 10, 12 years ago. So then when she was diagnosed with cancer, I was in denial. I still can't even believe it. Like, I grabbed my phone to call her, and anyway, so that alone pushes me to do more. I really don't even need any more inspiration than that to continue doing everything in my power to make a difference with the help of everybody. So 100% of the funds raised from the Dolphins Cancer Challenge go to SCCC, Sylvester Comprehensive Cancer Center. The doctors there are amazing, led by Dr. Neimer. I mean, he is, I'm going to tell you guys a quick story. Do you have a minute?
I have all the time in the world.
Okay, so like about 8 years ago or so, they invited me to a dinner. I was the only, I felt like a peasant. I was with all these geniuses, all these scientists and, world-renowned doctors, and it was just me. And I was like, so they were telling Dr. Neimer was telling a story about a patient. I'm not disclosing any names, so I'm not.
Of course not.
So anyway, a son reached out to Sylvester and that his mom was basically given a death sentence, that she wouldn't make it. So to make a long story short, they got this patient to Sylvester, and this patient is thriving. They had stage 4 cancer. I don't remember the type, but they saved their life. And that's just there's so many stories like that. People call me to get them in appointments at Sylvester, and they saved their life. I have someone that they saved her life twice, and it's just, I can't say enough good things about them. And that makes me want to push for it more. And then you have the people from the Dolphins Cancer Challenge, led by Javier Sanchez, who these people are amazing. They are incredible. It's the best event ever. I mean, I can't, when they said I was fan of the year, I just said, please register for go to dcc.donordrive.com.
Yeah, they're all laughing because they're like, here, she's still promoting it. We just told her she's fan of the year, and she's doing a plug-in. Yeah.
Because they are amazing. They're like, they put on this, tell them, just like a perfect event.
Amazing event.
Yeah. And like I said, 100% of the funds raised. A lot of events, or I mean, it's not really considered an event. It's an initiative.
A fundraising.
It's a
Yeah.
mission that's goes on year round. They have a golf tournament and whatever, but just the whole collaboration between the University of Miami, the Dolphins, now the Foundation, and
yeah, it's the largest fundraiser in the entire NFL.
yeah, it's just
they've raised over what $75 million since the inception.
So now this year, after this is the 15th anniversary,
growing.
This is the 15-year anniversary, and who knows, they could go over 90 million.
Oh,
I mean, it's this
They're
year.
not going to stop until they find a cure. It's just going to keep going.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, this year they may go over 90 million.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah, and you can be a virtual rider. You could do a 5K, or you can cycle and do what 15, 35, 100.
No,
Oh.
you could do what they started last year or the year before. They're called Hall of Fame rides. So they have 13 for Dan Marino, 39 for Larry Zonka, 54 for Zach Thomas, and 99 for Jason Taylor. So those are all the rides you can do. And like Aimee just mentioned, you can also do a 5K, or you can do a virtual participant.
Yeah, you don't even have to go if you can. Like if you're from Pittsburgh or wherever you're from in another country, or you could just do it from the comfort of your own home. You don't even have to leave.
Yeah.
Your home.
We have someone on our team. Actually, she's from up north. She's from New Jersey, and she does 54 miles. So I mean,
As a virtual, right?
As a virtual participant, she rides around.
She
New
does
Jersey.
it on her own.
She
Right,
does
she
it.
rides on
She
her
does
own.
it the day of.
Yeah.
And I mean, I know I'm going off on a million different tangents right now, but
The name of
you
the
have
show.
to keep up. But
No, I go on tangents all the time. I love it.
So the name of our team, because we would love you to join our team. I mean,
Yeah, all the
any team
listener, anyone who's listening right now, if you haven't joined Fanatics Fighting Cancer, it's Team Hurricanes Fanatics Fighting Cancer. If you want to join Lisa's team,
our team,
our team,
yeah.
our team, come and join.
It's our team,
Yeah.
and we've already last year we raised over $50,000. This year, I think we're already at like 26,000, and what we need to get at least 50,000 again this year. But we would love you to join our team.
Tell
It's
them about
such
the
a
heavy
blast.
hitter, like what you do for.
Yeah, who else is on your
Oh, yeah.
team, and what do you do? Like how far are you doing it? Are you doing any of the Hall of Fame rides?
The 54 miles.
God bless you.
Yeah, but
That's a lot. I do the 5K, so
I was in the 5K with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do the 5K.
Yeah, but it really doesn't matter what route or the 5K or virtual. It's all about just participating.
Yeah.
And some people can't participate. As like a 5K or a rider.
Or you can walk too. You don't have to run. You can walk it too.
But our motto is one team, one fight, because not everyone could do a ride, not everyone could do a walk. Some people can donate, some people can volunteer. So we are one team, one fight, because we all work together for the common purpose of raising funds for Sylvester Comprehensive Cancer Center, to let these extraordinary doctors do their thing and save lives. And they're now able, with these funds, to recruit some of the best minds in the country, in the world. And they're going to Sylvester. And these funds are what's, allowing them to do that. And it is incredible. And the event, oh my God, the actual day, February 22nd this year, in 2025, oh my God, like it's unbelievable. The things that they have going on, first of all, you're meeting hundreds of cancer survivors. You're meeting people who have lost someone to cancer. You see the people with the names, who they're fighting for on their jerseys, on their shirts, on their helmets, on their bikes. And it's such an emotional thing. And then you have at least, I'm getting goosebumps, you have at least 100 Miami Dolphins, Canes, the coaching staffs,
You have
like
live music from like last year. They have Shaka Khan.
yeah.
I don't know who's. One year they had Sheryl Crow. They always have. They had Ed Sheeran was there last year.
No,
Really?
that was at tennis.
Oh, that was at tennis. I'm sorry. That was at the Miami Open. Sorry about that.
But anyway, but they have food, alcohol. They have interactive games. It's just phenomenal. You can see some F1 cars. It's just off the chain. I can't even do it justice. But if you go online and go to their website,
we did put your link in the chat, and it'll be
perfect. Yeah.
Anybody who wants to get more information, click the link, follow it.
Yes.
But I think Bobby of Finstalk has a team. I know you guys have a team. And who else is on your team? I feel like you have a big team, right? Or am I?
Right. Yeah. But wait, I forgot to tell you something. If whoever joins our team, since we're a University of Miami team, you will get free registration. And the code for free registration, you type in the promo code WECANXV. So it's WECANXV for 15, year 15. And if you want to donate to me personally, which I mean,
To your fundraising
to me
campaign.
personally,
to your fundraising.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can just go to me to my Twitter or Instagram.
Yeah, there's the link right there. Team Hurricanes Fanatics Fighting Cancer. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Donate. Yeah, she's got the link right there.
Yep. We put the link right there, so anybody can just click on it.
Oh wow! Thank you so
Perfect.
much. That's amazing. That's
Yeah.
amazing. And yeah, we have. Last week they eclipsed $2 million just for this year. I could talk about the DCC and the Dolphins nonstop. Like I could stay up. I don't drink coffee, so it's just like my favorite subject. I mean,
I drink a lot.
what else can we talk about?
It's my favorite. I mean, the Dolphins are my favorite topic. And I love your passion for the DCC, and I think it's such a great cause. And I think that cancer has touched, unfortunately, almost everybody's life. I think everybody knows somebody or has a loved one that's affected by it. So I think it's two great things rolled into one. And it's at, you said it's at Hard Rock, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Where it's happening.
So
you it's more Dolphins on top of this. Jalen Phillips, I'm not going to confirm, but will Jalen Phillips be there? There's only one way to find out.
Yeah.
Well, Jalen Phillips is on the board for the DCC, and so is Braxton Berrios. So unless something
Nat Moore.
Yeah. I mean, if you go to Hard Rock Stadium,
You'll see
if you
it.
participate,
Yeah.
you will definitely see
you'll
the
engage
players
with
there.
them.
I mean, and they're awesome. That's it. That's why it's so hard to get. Never mind. I'm not. They're amazing. What they do off the field is just incredible. These guys, they put so much effort into this community. I mean, I know I'm biased, but this is the number one fundraising event in the NFL and probably in professional sports. But I don't know an organization that does more for their community than our Miami Dolphins. And I mean, they're unbelievable. They're awesome.
I love
Do you have any questions about the DCC? Because I could tell you a couple more things if anybody wants to know, if anyone has any questions.
Yeah. Does anybody in the chat have any questions? So where's the route? There's my question. Is it just around the Hard Rock, or do they actually go to the community?
Okay, yeah. So the 5K, you could walk, run, or jog you can
around
tell
the
them,
perimeter of the Hard Rock. Yeah.
and you
It's
do
around in the parking lot, all around there. Yeah, they have
Okay.
a whole path. Yeah.
and you will go on the F1 track, right? When you're running? Yeah, you have to. You're going on. You will.
Yeah, there's a
If you
different-
participate, you will be on the F1 track, whether you're
if it's
doing
up,
a
if they have
5K
the
or
track, yeah.
no. They
Yeah,
do.
okay.
So all the routes start at Hard Rock Stadium except the Larry Zonka 39-mile ride, which that one starts at University of Miami, and then you ride from UM. You go like through Miami Beach, South Beach, and then to you end up at Hard Rock. And all of the routes are escorted by our local police departments. We have what we call oh my God, I'm having like a blank, but they're riders. God, what are they called? I forgot the name of them, but they assist with the ride. They assist with the ride. They ride their bikes. I can't believe I'm having.
That's like an escort, right? That takes you around and
No.
follows you. The
No,
police
they
escort?
have besides the police escorts, like they're in front and behind every
Security.
every pack of
Oh.
riders. You have oh my God, I'm sorry.
It's like security,
But-
just there.
no, not security. They like in case you get a flat, in case you have an issue, in case you're
Like a pit crew.
whatever, first aid, whatever.
Like a pit crew.
What is it?
Yeah, kind of like that. And they're on their bikes and they're like keeping you in, just keeping the whole thing in
Flowing
order.
good,
Like,
yeah.
yeah. I'm trying to think of that, so that's distracting me what they're called. But anyway, so it's very safe. We have like
Ride marshals?
training.
Ride marshals?
Yeah.
Ride
Oh my
marshals?
God. Thank you.
Thank you,
God, I was gonna lose my mind. So we have hundreds of these awesome ride marshals who are there that like we have a lot of first timers that people have never ridden before. They've never
Road
been
in
in an organized bike ride. So the ride marshals are there to help, to assist, and there's a bunch of, not a bunch, but we have like pit stops where they food, Gatorade,
Water,
whatever
yeah.
you need. Yeah, it's incredible how it's grown from how it was to how it is now. It's just unbelievable.
Yeah, it sounds so large and well organized, I'll say, because it sounds like
Yeah.
there's so many different things happening at once, and
Yeah.
there's probably so many people. Like it just sounds like it's a production, which
Yeah, it is. It's and it goes off so smooth. It's just incredible. And they do, like, if you raise a certain amount of money, there's more incentives. Like for me, that's not what it's about, but they do give a lot of different things. Like I got this yeah, as a gift. And I'm like, and it's
Yeah.
Bluetooth, and they sent a card and it said a small token of appreciation for everything you do. And I'm like, I told her, Allison, I said, a small token? Are you kidding me? That's a small token. I mean, that's unbelievable. And everybody anyone that would join my team will get a Team Hurricanes jersey. If you raise $1,000 or more, you'll get a Dolphins jersey, cycling jersey, and just it's just unbelievable. And most importantly, we're getting one step closer to a world without cancer, and that's the bottom line. We want to do everything in our power to achieve that goal.
Mm-hmm.
And to provide hope. Like there's so many people, just like yesterday at the tailgate, who are battling cancer right now, whose parents are battling, who they themselves are battling. So it just,
Sorry, if my lighting looks weird, it's because my light falls repeatedly. I have like a really so if anybody sees like you're not going crazy, it's my light that's
I didn't even know.
no, I know sometimes I could just rattle on, but I don't want to like.
I love it, and like I told you before the show, I like this to be a conversation, and conversations tangents happen, and I love it, and I love because you're so passionate about it. It just shows, and I just like listening to people talk about their passion, and it makes me passionate. So I love. You could sit there and talk all day. I like watching people's passions because it's infectious. And
you would be a great reporter. You would be a really good reporter.
Well, thank you. But no,
Thank you so much.
I absolutely love it. And I love, like, I think you two are just great people and it shows. And I love,
thank you.
I love the duo. I love the sisterhood. I love it all. So it's fun to talk to you both.
You're blessed. You're very blessed.
Listen, family is everything. And it's great when you can share your passion with your family.
Yeah.
So I appreciate you both. So we'll end with your predictions. We'll bring it back to the Dolphins. Do you guys have any bold predictions for the Dolphin Browns game?
Yeah, the bold prediction is that it's going to be freezing and we're going to win. And Tua's going to play great. Tyreek how many bold predictions do you want? Because first of all, it's going to be freezing and we're going to win the game.
Yeah.
Okay.
The momentum is high right now. Off the heels of winning the 49ers game, I mean, they're pumped up. They are ready to go out there and kick some Broncos ass. Browns, sorry. Browns.
Yes, but see, that was a slip. Wait, did you get that? That was a slip?
Huh?
So you heard her because she said about the Broncos. So what she's saying is the Broncos are going to lose also in another tangent.
Yeah.
You see what just happened there, right?
Her bold prediction was actually about the Broncos, not the Dolphins.
Right. Yeah, there you go. The Broncos are going to lose.
Yep.
And I just want to keep on that little sliver of hope for one more week. But that's my bold prediction.
Keep hope alive.
Yeah,
never lose hope.
Alive.
Never lose hope. We never give up ever.
I'm glad you guys have it because I don't have it. That we're making the playoffs. I just think that there's too many factors. But I'm a realist / Debbie Downer sometimes because I like to be pleasantly surprised rather than like be deflated. So I would rather be like,
because I'll have high expectations and then be let down.
I'll tweet sometimes and I'll be like, wow, this defense really needs to do something, and then they do something, and I'm like, oh, kind of like your dad. Like if I write down it's gonna happen.
Yeah. Then I see where you're coming from. Yeah.
I think my bold prediction is that Tyreek is he's gonna go off because so many people are coming for him and his drops and his like decline. I think that he's going to shut people up. That's my bold prediction.
Yeah.
Because people are.
I like it. I like it all.
Yeah. I love it. I love it. I was going to say that. Yeah, I'm with you 100% on that. Tyreek is going to show out. I was going to actually say that as well. Yeah, he is, and I cannot wait. I hope it's so cold. Well, not so cold like the Chiefs game last year, but freezing. And Tua's going to play great. The running game is going to keep rolling, and boom, we're going to win. And like Aimee said, the Broncos are going to lose. So just so we
the next two games are going to be cold. We have two cold games coming up because the Jets game is going to be cold too.
Yeah, then we have Jets. Yeah.
So it's a great test of this team's, you know, the cold narrative comes back again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're ready for them. We're ready.
Do you guys go to away games, or do you guys only go to the home games?
I've gone to a few away games, not as many as
Not
I
this year,
want, but next year we're already, well, when Richmond Webb hopefully gets inducted into the Hall of Fame, we'll be going there.
Mhm.
And then
Canton, Ohio.
And I think next year we play Atlanta and Carolina on the road, so we're already talking about going to those games. Hi, Jamie, in case you're watching yourself.
Yep. Hey, Jamie. And
Hey,
Sammy, what's
Sammy.
up?
This says, what position will we draft first next year? I haven't even thought about the draft, but I'm going to go O-line because that's just where my heart's at.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think O-line as well.
Agreed.
We'll see. But all right. Well, thank you, ladies, for joining me. I really appreciated it.
Pleasure.
And
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
a blast.
that was
Thank
awesome.
you.
just remind everybody, go to the DCC and sign up, register, or donate. It's a great cause. It's a huge Dolphins charity.
Yes.
And then tell people where they can find both of you if they wanted to find more information about either one of you.
Happy holidays to everyone. They can, for me, I'm Fanatic 1972, and that's FINATIC 1972 on IG and Twitter and I think it's called Blue Sky Social. I think that's what it's called.
And I'm A Siegel, S as in Sam, IEGEL Ash, ASH, A Siegel Ash on Twitter. And on Instagram, it's Aimee, AIMEE 305 Life, LYFE on Instagram.
And please don't anyone hesitate for a second. If you have any questions about the DCC, please send me a DM. If I don't see it right away, I'm sorry, but I will get back to everybody with any questions you might have. Like people reach out to me who are on different teams, and I'll help them. It's all for the same purpose, one team, one fight. So I'm here to help in any way that I can. And it's my pleasure, a blessing, and an honor. So reach out if you need anything.
We love our Dolphin fans. And Doll, you're a doll. We love you. We can't wait to meet you in person.
Yes. Yeah.
I will be down. So
Yeah.
Book it. All right. Well,
Yay.
thank you all. And you guys, here are their tags right here. If anybody needs them.
Perfect.
And
Very cool.
fins up.
Yeah. Fins up. Let's go. Let's get it.